guitar, sing.
And you are?
Hank, the crank. I am chief cook and bottle washer. And
well, somebody's got to do that.
No, I'll clean the front lounge of the bus.
Unfortunately, our listeners have heard from you quite a few times, so I think they know probably that you do a little bit more than just that. But
I'm a bartender. When pressed.
When pressed.
And I think we had mentioned this the other day that we were going to go there tonight.
You said you were going to be in party mode tonight.
I'm going to wait till about halfway through the show, and then we're going to...
You could try something different? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, we're going to Vegas. It's going to be Rat Pack Friday.
Fantastic. Rat Pack
Chris
Friday.
is going to be like Dean Martin, and you could be Joey Bishop, and Chris Boyd could be like...
Sandy Davis.
It could be Sandy Davis. He's short enough.
Right? Well, that's good. Well, folks, you got to come out to see that tonight, I guess.
Come on.
But first of all, again, welcome. You're almost to the end of the year here. You told me a few more dates, and then you're going to wrap it up for the year. But 2009, you're expecting a lot of good things, and you're going to get out on the road even more than you did this year, it sounds like.
Yeah, we have a busy year planned for next year, and a new Blackhawk record. We're all going to go in the studio and record a new Blackhawk album. Chris and I are in a band, The Outlaws. They've got a heavy touring schedule, and we're writing a new record for them right now. So between the two groups, we stay very busy, and we're pretty excited about, being in the music business after 30 or 40 years.
Well, yeah, you have, of course, with The Outlaws, you were a founding member there, and with Blackhawk, a founding member with that group. So you've been down this road a couple of times, and you kind of put together a new band. It's not all new. I mean, you guys have been together for some amount of time here, but Dave Robbins left the band a while back.
He did. He's gone on to, I think, a career on his own, as a solo artist in the pop music world. And Chris and I started playing together in the mid-'80s, and we met Mike Randall in Nashville a few years back, and he's been singing with Blackhawk for 2 or 3 years. So everybody in the band has played with one another in different, bands together, so it's like family. Yeah,
I kind of wonder, how that works when you're looking for new guys. I mean, you put a ad in the paper, or you just want, just run into guys.
Yeah.
How about there's one thing that people will want to know tonight. You got to.
Yeah. Well, Chris is not close to his mic. I'm expecting him to say something, but he's too far off.
Yeah.
I'm the quiet one.
A little Joe Cartwright of the band.
You have a different.
I'll be Adam. You be Hoss. That'd be good.
I'll be Candy.
A slab of meat on your face with a black eye.
He wants to be Candy.
He wants to be Candy. You be Candy.
Yeah. I come along much later then. But anyway. Sorry to hear that your keyboard player had a death in the family, so you got a special keyboard player.
We
coming
do.
into town
John
tonight.
Coleman's grandmother passed away, so he's in North Carolina at a family funeral this weekend. And Dave Ennis from Restless Heart flew in today from Colorado Springs and is going to do the weekend with us. So he's an old friend, and again, we don't go far for help. We just keep it all in the family.
Well, that's great. You guys gonna do you want to do a little number here?
Sure. We'll do a little verse.
Should we do a little something, something?
When the moon is bright on a Saturday night, there's 1,000 stars in the sky. On the winding road, her memory flows. She'll face the fact she wants to go back. She opens her heart to an old memory. She closes her eyes and she smiles. Just ask her if she ever still thinks about me. She'll say, every once in a while. Every once in a while. She tries to forget, but she hasn't yet. Not a single day goes by. Feeling again reminds her of when I held her tight. It felt so right. She opens her heart to an old memory. She closes her eyes and she smiles. Just ask her if she ever still thinks about me. She'll say,
every once in a while. Every once in a while.
I need to warm up.
Nice.
I gotta
Yeah,
warm up.
yeah, with no warm-up.
Shoot.
We hit the ground
Thank you,
running.
guys. Are we gonna, how far along are you with the new project? Might we hear something, some new material? Is that in the works for tonight, or are we not to that point yet, or where you at?
Yes, we have a new record written, some of which we recorded for a label that went out of business a couple of years ago. We've been sort of dealt a pretty unlucky hand with record labels the last couple of years. So this time we're just gonna. My plan is to go in with Chris and Michael and we were talking about Chris Hillman and some friends of mine from Manassas, Joe Lala, who's from Tampa, and Bruce Hornsby and Randy Scruggs, and just bring in some friends. Greg Jennings from Restless Heart,
Sure.
and make it sort of a group sing along, play along. Some friends of ours from the Dirt Band are going to play on it, Jimmy Fadden and Jeff Hanna. So we're gonna cut that record probably later this winter, probably February, maybe as late as March.
In Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have the material written. We do have some new songs in the set,
Okay.
and a lot of familiar Blackhawk.
Fantastic.
Great songs.
Can we just start with just the label that you did land on now, and not that it matters to everybody, but some people follow that stuff. So.
Well, we were on a record label called Rust, and that went away. If I understand your question, but
Yeah.
they went away, and then an investment group called Radiant stepped in and bought the record and wanted to put it out, and then they went away. And a label from Los Angeles, Fuel, put out a new
That's the one.
live greatest hits record, which is out right now, and my plan was to go and sort of record the record on our own and pay for it ourselves and own it. And then when we get the record done, we'll see if there's a place that makes sense for it. But
Okay. And tonight, if people want to buy, because we're going to play a song from your live greatest hits CD here in just a second, the single that you kind of released off that. Can they buy that tonight out at the show?
Absolutely, it's
Okay.
on the merch stand, and we have our old demo Blackhawk music record out there too, of all those early songs that we wrote and recorded. So
Fantastic.
plenty of music on the merch stand, and some great looking shirts, and the Van Stevenson Bears.
They can pick it up at Best Buy too, right?
That's right. See that?
Available.
Yeah.
Michael's our marketing
That's why
guru.
you brought me, wasn't it? Right there.
That was nice. That was good. You have, and there are some people coming tonight for the Van Stevenson dinner. I know you guys are going to be at that tonight as well.
Right.
And an opportunity for some folks who bought those tickets, and they are sold out now. But for those who are coming for the dinner tonight, if you bought those tickets, those doors open at 5:30. The dinner is at 7. You'll get to meet Henry and Chris and Mike and get some pictures, get some autographs, and help raise some money for the Van Stevenson Cancer Memorial Research Fund, with all the money going to Vanderbilt.
It does. It goes to the Vanderbilt Women's Cancer Research Center. There's a lot of S's and C's in there.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can say that again.
No.
The Vanderbilt Women's Cancer Research Center.
It's the R.
It is the R.
It's the R getting you.
It turns you kind of into Elmer Fudd, we do a pretty good job with that,
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
Could we do a song in Elmer Fudd style? Does anybody?
Yeah.
You got time for
I
one
can.
more little chorus?
Can see a single storm cloud in the sky. I sure can smell the wane. That was on the radio.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yes. That version wasn't on.
No,
the
no,
radio,
that
but
was-
the Elmer Fudd
that was
version.
the
Is
drug.
not. Yeah. Do we want to do? You got time for one more? I know you guys want to get back and
What do you guys want to sing?
anything, or are we done?
That's cricket. It's another back door sneaking in where you've been midnight. Quiet as a Mack truck, lots of luck thinking up an alibi. Every light in the house is on. Everything is gone. Let me now chance at redemption. No further exemption.
Just a big red goodbye and lipstick on the wall. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Goodbye.